Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Friday, the 14th of November. At least 5 early learning services and 2 schools are temporarily closing because of potential asbestos contamination from sand. The products, EC Rainbow Sand 1.3 kilo and Creatistics Coloured Sand 1 kilo, are being recalled. Courtney Winter has more.
The Ministry of Education says so far 72 early learning services and 55 schools have been in contact. More than half have the recalled brands on site. Parents and caregivers should contact Healthline if they're concerned their children may have come into contact with the product.
The Police Commissioner says the events of this week are appalling and a kick in the guts. An IPCA report came out earlier in the week revealing senior police staff had failed to properly investigate a complaint against then Deputy Commissioner Jevon McSkimming. The report implicated the former Commissioner of Police Andrew Costa and other senior leaders. Commissioner Richard Chambers is promising to put recommendations in place and refresh the senior leadership team.
I want to move on, focus on going forward and put that individual and the things that he got up to behind us.
People are being urged to take shelter indoors as severe thunderstorms roll through the central and eastern North Island. Warnings have been issued for Central Hawke's Bay, Hastings, Ōpōtiki, Western Bay of Plenty and Whakatane. These thunderstorms are expected to bring torrential rain, hail and frequent lightning. And a severe thunderstorm watch remains in force for Bay of Plenty, Taupua, Gisborne and Hawke's Bay. The Prime Minister is again talking about raising the retirement age. Chris Luxon supports raising it to 67 gradually, but he hasn't been able to implement it, largely due to pushback from New Zealand First. Luxon says lifting the retirement age is financially sensible.
We should have that kind of conversation because otherwise we're talking again tens of billions of dollars we don't get to spend helping Kiwis get ahead.
A takeover bid at New Zealand's largest Manuka honey producer is now dead in the water after not garnering enough shareholder support. Comvita received an offer of 80 cents per share in August from Florence. It's a subsidiary of Christchurch Mark Stewart's Masthead Limited. Business Desk reports it couldn't meet the 75% threshold it needed to sell at today's special meeting in Auckland. Now, it's back to the drawing board for Comvita, which faces economic pressures and a $67.4 million debt. Net debt, that is. The government's investing $2 million to transform Dunedin into a premier cycling destination, announcing funding to extend a cycle trail linking Dunedin to Mosgiel using 2 historic railway tunnels. To sport, and departing Black Ferns mentor Alan Bunting insists New Zealand rugby's support of the team was more than enough as he bows out of the role he's held for 3 years. Tongan Rugby League international Ali Katoa is set to be shifted from an Auckland hospital to one in Melbourne as he continues his recovery following brain surgery. And Pakistan has deployed army and paramilitary forces to protect Sri Lanka's men's cricket team after a suicide bombing in Islamabad raised security issues during their white ball tour. That is your latest news fix. We'll have another update for you tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.